Towards the center, front edge of your chair, and sitting that up nice and tall. And let's begin by rolling those shoulders back. And roll that out. Good. And rolling that forward. And rolling it back. And roll that forward. Good. And sit it up just a little taller. Let's drop our chin down towards our chest. Try and get those shoulders away from those ears. And lift that head up to center and eyes to the ceiling. Good. Chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Good. Bring that head back to neutral. Let's look over to the right. Thinking about that chin going over towards that shoulder. And then very slowly, let's change that and look over to the left. Same thing. Chin going over towards the shoulder, not bringing the shoulder to the chin. You're trying to bring that chin towards the shoulder. We'll do that one more time each side. Bring that back to center. Let's look to the right again. Chin to shoulder. And then back to center and chin to shoulder, other side. Good. Back to center. Drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. If you'd like, you can go ahead and release that left arm off to the side and maybe get a little bit of a lengthening of a stretch on the left side of the neck as that right ear is going towards that right shoulder. You can let that arm dangle, or you can circle it. And then bring that head back to neutral. Let's take it to the other side. So dropping left ear towards left shoulder and maybe releasing that right arm. And you can dangle that. You can make circles with that. And then bring that back to center. Drop that chin back to chest. Let's take right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, and then left ear to left shoulder. And neck half circles here. So we'll take this from side to side. Very nice. And just rolling that from side to side. And then let's go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head to center. Roll our shoulders back again. And then go ahead and roll that forward again. Good. Shake those arms out and we'll add in a little bit of sun breath. So let's inhale and sweep our arms up nice and big. And exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale this out. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Good. Roll shoulders back and roll that forward. Very nice. Let's sweep our arms up. Take our hands, clasp them at the top, and then press our palms towards the ceiling. Lengthen up through those arms. So reaching up through that and making some space in the rib cage and in the torso. Sitting it up nice and tall. Let's inhale deeply here. And exhale, sigh it out. 2 more times like that. Inhale it deeply here. And exhale, sigh it out. And 1 more time. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, sigh it out. Good. Let's bring those arms out in front of us. Stop hands. So we've got those hands out in front. And let's rotate wrists. No, waking up those shoulders too, just by having those arms up. and rotate them the other way. And we'll do a little bit of seated cat and cow. So let's open up our arms so that we can see our arms out of our peripheral vision. Palms facing up, let's make some fists. Roll our knuckles in towards our wrists. So you get a nice wrist stretch here. And then bring this in, that nice strong man, and open this up. So we're going to arch that back. So this is going to be our cow. And then we're going to round, bring the elbows together, chin to chest. And there's our cat. So seated cat and cow. So let's open this, inhale. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. And inhale, open. And exhale, round. And inhale, open. And exhale, round. Bring this back to neutral. Let's open those arms back up. Open our palms and then press that down. Shake that out. Roll that out. Very nice. We're going to take our legs and rotate ourselves over to the right. So we've got our legs over to the right. We're going to reach up through our arms. So lengthening up through the arms, lengthening up to the ceiling. Let's take those hands and we're going to place them on the back of the chair and use the chair as leverage to do a nice spinal twist here. So slowly twisting that spine, using the back of the chair, using the hands to twist that. And we'll add in a few breaths here. Inhale deeply. And exhale it out. Again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And one more time. Inhale it deeply. And exhale that out. Very nice. You can release those arms, lift them back up, and then release them down to your side. And let's take our legs back to center, and then we're going to go to the left. So moving our legs to the left side of the chair. Let's go ahead and reach up through those arms, lengthen up through this, and we'll take our hands to the back of the chair on this left side. And again, using, oh, that feels so good. Using the leverage of the back of the chair, using your hands to twist as deeply as you would like to go in this nice spinal twist. Adding in our breath. So let's inhale deeply here. And exhale it out. And again, inhale deep. And exhale it out. And one more time, inhale it deep. And exhale it out. Good, let's lift those arms back up. And then release those arms down. Bring our legs back to center, ourselves back to the center of the chair. And you can place your blocks where you want them as we begin to move into seated sun salutations. So wherever they feel most supportive for you. Let's go ahead and inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. And then exhale, dive it down and over. Remembering that if you need support between your thigh and belly, feel free to use a blanket or rolled up mat, whatever you need to use there. We've got ourselves in our nice forward fold. Hands are right there on our blocks. Maybe relaxing that head and neck if that's available to you. Ooh. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through our spine. So our hands are right there on our blocks. Nice long arms, nice long spine. Thinking about that tailbone pointed down towards the chair and the crown of the head lifting up towards the sky. And then release this back into a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Let's hold this here. So we're going to hold. You can exhale as we are holding. Let's press our right hand into our block. Let's go ahead and take our left hand to our lowest rib and twist open to the left. I didn't realize how sore I am. That's really funny. This is the first time I've done yoga since being back from backpacking. So, super sore. And then release this back into forward fold and relax. Let's inhale, lengthen through that spine again. So we've got our hands back on the blocks. Keep our right hand on that right block. This time we're going to take our arm and fully open to the left. So now we've got our arm just as much as you can go, as much as the mobility will allow, and breathe. Good, and then go ahead and release that and relax into that forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hold this here. You can exhale as we are holding. Now let's take our left hand, press that into our block. Right hand's going to go to our lowest rib and twist open that torso. Oh yeah, and breathe. And then release that, relax that into that forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And let's exhale, release it. Good, let's take a big deep breath up. Inhale. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Let's hold this here again. And you can exhale while we're here. Press our left hand back into that block. And this time, full arm open. So straight arm, or as much as your shoulder will let you open. And breathe. Big deep breaths. And then release that. Relax into that. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's hold this here and sit this up super tall. So sitting it up nice and tall. Inhale deeply. As we exhale, let's go ahead and hinge and twist to the left. So we've got our right tricep, our right elbow trying to get over to that left thigh, and then our seated spinal twist. Hands are in prayer, pressing against each other. Oh yeah, feeling that. Up and down that spine. And breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. And then go ahead and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Sitting it up tall. Inhale deeply. And let's go ahead and spinal twist to the right. So hinging this forward and spinal twisting that over that left elbow, left tricep, trying to get to that right thigh. And breathing deeply to expand that rib cage and that spine. Very nice. And bring that back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Again, bring your hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, and you can release that, shake that out. Roll those shoulders back and go ahead and roll that forward. So still sitting it up tall. Anytime you need to take a break, you can sit back against that chair. But then we're going to bring ourselves away from the chair and we're going to move into our lower body. So let's go ahead and we're going to go right leg first. So sitting it up nice and tall, trying not to be up against the back of the chair yet. We're going to go ahead and lengthen up through our right leg. So flexing through that foot, go ahead and rotate the ankle here. And then rotate the other way. And then let's point that toe and flex that foot and point that toe and flex that foot. And we're going to go half staff pose. So we've got our right leg out. Let's lift up with our arms. So lengthening here. This is almost harder than full staff pose. Holding this here, let's breathe it deeply. Inhale. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good, release our arms down. Let's do a hamstring curl and a leg extension, and we'll go for 8. So let's go ahead and curl this in, keep our foot super flexed all the time, and extend. There's 8. Bring this in and extend. There's 7. Bring this in, still sitting it up tall, and extend. There's 6. Bring this in and extend. Here's 5. Bring this in and extend. Here's 4. Bring this in and extend. Here's 3. Bring this in and extend. Last 2. And curl that in and extend. Hold this extension. Lift our arms back up. 2 breaths here in this half staff. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And release our arms. And release that leg. Shake that out. Very nice. All right, still sitting it up tall, still away from the back of the chair. That means that our core is engaged. And let's go ahead and take our left leg, flex through that foot, and let's rotate the ankle. And your hands can be wherever they can be on your thighs, they can be holding the chair, wherever you'd like. And let's rotate the other way. Single leg. Ooh, go ahead and point that toe and flex. And point that toe and flex. Good, let's do single leg staff pose right here. Let's reach up. We've got 2 breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good, release that. And let's go hamstring curl, leg extension. So let's bring this in. Keep that foot super duper flexed and extend. There's 8. Bring this in and 7. Hamstring curl and extend. There's 6. Curl it in and extend. Still sitting it up tall. There's 5. Curl that in and extend. There's 4. Curling that in and extend. 3. Curl it in and extend. There's 2. Curl it in and extend. There's 1. Let's hold this here. Back to that staff, half staff, and let's breathe it 2 times. Inhale deep and exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep and exhale it out. Good, release that and release that. Oh, shake that out. Very nice. Very good. We can sit up against the back of the chair now, and then let's go ahead and bring our right leg and bring that right leg in and give that right leg a nice big hug. So hugging that in. Oh, that feels good. Let's take our left arm, wrap it around that right leg, and let's go ahead and do a nice twist to the right. Oh, that feels good too. Let's inhale deeply here. And exhale it out. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's come back to center and twist towards the other side. So give yourself a nice little twist to the left. If you want, you can have that right arm to the inside of that right thigh, kind of pushing that away. That opens up the hip a little bit more. But again, only if it's available or only if it feels okay for you. And then go ahead and bring that back to center. Let's take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh. I knew I should have done more hip flexor stretching when I was out there. Oh my goodness. Sit this up tall. We're still against the back of the chair. And we're going to go ahead and hinge this forward. So taking that hinge right to where before your shoulders start to round. So just working very slowly. Mine is minuscule today. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, hinging that forward and breathe. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. All right, so sitting up against the back of the chair, sitting nice and tall, we're going to now add the breath. So let's inhale deeply here. As we exhale, let's go ahead and hinge this forward. And inhale it up tall. And hinge it forward. 2 more times. Inhale it up tall. And hinge it forward. And 1 more time. Inhale it up tall. And hinge that forward. Very good. And then bring that back to center. Let's go ahead and take it into half shoelace. So let's take our right heel to the corner of the left side of the chair. So we've got that nice half shoelace here, and taking our left arm, wrap that around our right leg, and let's get a nice twist to the right again. Oh goodness. And breathe. Usually I'm very good about stretching when I'm out there. This year, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know, but I'm regretting it. Mindy, if you watch this in a year, remember, you just stretch. Stretch when you're out there. And let's go ahead and twist to the inside. So twisting to the left. And breathe. Very nice. And go ahead and bring this back to center. And let's go ahead and uncross. Shake that out. Good. All right, let's do everything we just did. Let's do it on the left side. So let's go ahead and bring our left leg in and give that a nice big hug. And let's wrap that arm around. So wrapping right arm around that left leg. Let's twist it to the left. And then bring that back to center and go ahead and twist it towards the right. And again, if you want, if it's available to you, you can have that left arm to the inside of the leg. Good hip opener. And go ahead and bring that back to center. Very good. Let's take that ankle to that thigh. See what the damage is on this side. Sit it up tall. We're sitting up against the back of the chair and begin to hinge forward. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like I've never stretched in my life. Wow. Let's inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge it forward. And inhale it up tall. And exhale and hinge. 2 more times. Inhale, sitting it up tall. And exhale, hinge it. And 1 more time. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge it. Very good. Maybe hold this hinge a little longer. Very nice. And then let's go and take it into that half shoelace. So let's go ahead, take our heel right there into the right corner of the chair. Let's wrap that arm around. Right arm is wrapped around, and let's twist it to the left. Yeah. And inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And again, inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And then let's go ahead and take that to the inside or to the right, twisting it to the other side. Very good. And then bring this back to center. Very nice. And go ahead, shake that out. Good. All right, we're gonna move ourselves over to the left side of our chair, and let's give our right leg. So we're gonna scoot our left glute off the side of the chair. We're gonna give our right leg that chair, and we're gonna take our left leg forward behind us so that we are in a supported crescent. So we've got that leg supported by the chair. We've got that nice 90-degree angle, and we've got our back leg behind us and our heel is lifted. So we've got a nice supported crescent right here. Let's lengthen up through those arms. Oh, wonderful, wonderful supported pose. Getting a really good hip flexor stretch here. Really good lengthening in the left leg. Let's go ahead and drop our right arm down. Reach over with the left and breathe. So many things stretching here. Very good. And then let's go ahead and take that left hand just to the left hip and kind of give yourself a little bit of a twist. Oh yeah. Not forgetting to breathe. Keep breathing there. Good. And then we can release that. And now we can give that right leg the full seat of the chair. And let's take that left leg off to the side. So we've got our left leg off to the side, lengthening through that. Let's find our torso nice and tall. Reach up through our arms. Let's go ahead and drop that left hand to the left thigh. And let's reach over. And breathe. Let's windmill the arm down. So windmill that right arm back to that chair and reach over again towards the right. And now we've got that long line stretch. So long line from the fingers all the way down to the toes. And then we're going to turn ourselves into our pigeon. So we've got our nice supported pigeon, turning ourselves so that our hips are squared forward and our back heel is lifted. So we've got that back leg lifted, got this wonderful supported pigeon, and reaching up through our arms here. Let's inhale it deep and exhale it out. And again, inhale deep and exhale it out. And we're going to add in that forward fold. So your first part of your fold, hands are on that chair and lengthening. Second part of that fold, if you want to go a little further, you can go to your elbow on the chair. Or if you want to go a little bit more, you can fold it forward and have hands on the blocks on the floor. Remembering that that back leg is still active, so we don't want it to fall asleep or just be laying there. Remembering the back leg is still aware, still active. Got this nice forward fold, nice folded pigeon, and breathe. And let's go ahead and lengthen ourselves back up, reach back up through those arms. Supported pigeon. And then let's release the arms to our sides. Good. Now we're gonna take that right leg off to the side and we're gonna go into our warriors. So we've got our nice supported warrior two legs. Leg is off to the side, other leg is off to the side, the left leg's off to the side, right leg's off to the side. We're supported by that chair. Let's lengthen through our arms. Nice proud warrior, supported, proud warrior, and breathe. Good, let's go ahead and drop that back arm. Take our palm up and peaceful warrior. Reach up through that and breathe through that as well. And then from here, let's move it to that side angle pose. So let's take that right arm to that right thigh. Left arm comes up and over. So let's let that left bicep kind of rest right beside the ear or right on that forehead. And breathe. And then bring ourselves back up into that nice proud warrior. Relax that face, relax that jaw. Everything else is strong here. So legs are still strong, torso is still strong, arms are still strong. And then let's go ahead and release that. Very good. Shake that out a little bit. Now we're going to move ourselves over to the right. So let's give our left leg that chair and take our right leg behind us. So now we're going to go into same thing into that crescent, supported crescent. Leg is behind, heel is lifted, and let's lengthen up through our arms. So we've got that nice supported crescent and feel that great stretch in the hip flexor all the way through that leg. Oh yeah. And then let's take that left hand down to the chair. Reach over. Good stretch right there. And breathe. And we can take that right hand to that hip and get a nice little twist over to the right. And then bring that back to center. Let's give our left leg the whole chair. So give that the seat of the chair and take our right leg off to the side. Always a cramp on in that hip. Oh my goodness. Sticking it off to the side. And if your hip cramps like mine, you can shake it out and move it to when it doesn't. There we go. All right. So lengthening up through the center here. And let's go ahead and drop that arm and reach this over. And then let's go ahead and windmill that. And nice long line. So long stretch from fingers down to toes or down to that heel to that foot. And then let's go ahead and release that. And let's turn ourselves so that we are in our pigeon on this other side. So nice long leg, back heel is lifted, hips are squared forward, reach up through those arms. Oh, wonderful pigeon stretch. Breathing it deeply. And let's go ahead and do our forward fold. So on your hands, on your elbows, or way forward, free to use a block, however you need, or blocks. And breathe. And remembering to keep that back leg active. So remembering that it's not just hanging there or asleep or anything like that. It is active. So those toes press into the floor. So you can continue to get that wonderful stretch in both the legs. let's go ahead and lengthen back up through this. Reach back up through those arms. And then release that. And let's take our left leg off to the side. So find our warrior on our left side. And our nice strong warrior legs. Lengthen out through our arms. So nice strong warrior arms. Everything is supported but strong. Feet are strong, legs are strong, torso is strong, arms are strong, face is relaxed, jaw is released. Let's go ahead and drop that back arm. Take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach up through that and breathe. And let's go side angle pose. So let's take our arm to our thigh, reaching that other arm over, letting that right bicep right to that forehead or beside the ear. And breathe. And let's bring ourselves back up into proud warrior. Relax that face, jaw, but everything else is strong. Good, and then release that. Very nice. Let's bring ourselves forward, legs wide, and let's go ahead and take our blocks inside of our feet, and we will do some more hip openers. So let's go ahead and we've got a nice forward fold, a nice hinge. Let's take our right hand onto our right block and twist open. And it can be a full twist open, or it can be hand to the lowest rib. So whatever is feeling most appropriate for you right now. And breathe. And then release this back into that nice wide forward fold. Let's take our left hand, press it into the block and open to the right. And again, same option. Can do the full arm or hand to the lowest rib, whatever is feeling most appropriate to you. But if you did the full arm on the other side, then it's important to do the full arm on this side as well. That's one of the most important things that we do in yoga, is to balance everything else. We try to do the same thing on both sides. And then release that back into that nice forward fold. And we can take our legs together. We've got those blocks, go ahead and bring them back down. We're going to press our feet into the floor, and we're going to lift our glutes up off of our chair into our first standing forward fold. So let's go ahead and press our feet, press our hands, and lift our glutes up off of the chair. Standing forward fold, relax that head and neck. Oh yeah, letting those hamstrings stretch. Toes are pressed into the floor, heels are pressed into the floor. Let's inhale, lengthen through our spine, make a nice tabletop with our back. Yes, good. And then release that back into that forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, nice tabletop. Exhale and release. One more time. Inhale, lengthen through that spine, tabletop. And exhale, release. Good. Since our head has been low, we're going to take this nice and slow. So one vertebrae at a time, we're going to go ahead and roll ourselves up. So rolling it up, one vertebrae at a time, lengthen up through that spine. And then let's go ahead and lift our arms up as we come up. So lifting those arms, and then let's cactus our arms back. So nice cactus here. Oh. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. And then let's exhale, release our arms to our sides. Good. Let's take that chair, turn that around, and we're going to do a modified downward facing dog, just to get a little bit more stretch through our shoulders and spine. Let's take our hands to the back of the chair, walk our legs back until we have a nice flat back. So taking that right there. And then once we've got that flat back, once we've got the torso lengthened, if your hamstrings are super tight, you can always feel free to bend those knees to get an even more lengthening in that spine. But once we've got that flat back, allow your head to drop between your shoulders, between those arms, and you'll get that wonderful downward facing dog stretch that we get in the shoulders and the armpits and in the chest. Oh yeah. Also stretch. This is a stretch all over. Let's just be honest. It's stretching everywhere. Let's breathe. And exhale it. And again, inhale deep. And exhale out. Good. And then very slowly, let's go ahead and round this up and bring ourselves forward. We're going to do a single leg seated stretch. So we've got the chair here. Let's go ahead, pop our toe and take our foot right to our thigh and begin to sit into this. So you can have both hands on the chair. You can have one hand on the chair. If you want to work on balance, you can take your hands away. But we're just going to go into that piriformis, this nice figure four stretch that we did seated, but now we're doing it unsupported. Very good. And then go ahead and release that, and we'll take it to the other side. So you can turn yourself around or hold on to the chair however you want. And we're going to take that other leg and get that seated piriformis. I'm waiting for the tears to start rolling down my face. And breathe deeply. Very good piriformis stretch. Nice figure four. Good hip stretch, hip opener. Very good for low back. And then release that. Let's go ahead and do that modified downward facing dog one more time, just for that nice spinal stretch. So let's lengthen back through that, make that nice tabletop. Once you get that nice flat back, allow head to fall between the shoulders. And get those armpits, get that chest. Such a good stretch, so good for the back too. And breathe, and good for the backs of the legs. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and roll that up. Good. Let's turn that chair around. We're going to take it down onto the floor. And we'll do some inversions. So let's go into our modified shoulder stand. And then we'll do some leg stretch. And then we'll go into final relaxation. So grab whatever you need for final relaxation. But let's take it down onto our chair and grab block or pillows or whatever you use for support, stacks of books. Let's go ahead and take our legs right there onto the seat of the chair, scooting our glutes nice and close to that chair. Got our legs up. And then let's go ahead and take that block and place it right underneath our sacrum, your block or your stiff pillows or whatever you use. Or if you have a block and you'd like to put a blanket over your block, because sometimes the edges of the block can be a little harsh on that sacrum. So we've got our sacrum supported by a block or pillows. Let's go and take our arms out to our sides, shoulders rotated open, so that means the palms are open. And then let's do a few breaths with our legs in the air. So our modified shoulder stand here. Wonderful. And let's breathe it. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale that out. Again, 2 more times. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And then 1 more time. Inhale it deep. And exhale it out. And then go ahead and release the leg, release the other leg. If you're finding that with the block underneath the sacrum, it's not supportive enough, you can always push yourself against the wall and have your legs up against the wall. And then your strength will build and you can do it without the wall sooner or later. But we're going to go into our shoulder stand one more time. Give yourself just a little bit more of a rest. And we're going to take those legs back up into that nice inversion. This time too, let's go ahead. We've got our shoulders rotated open. Let's rotate them closed. So let's take our palms and face them down. And then let's lift our legs up. And we will breathe it here. And you can breathe this on your own. One more breath. And release one leg, release the other leg. Very good. And let's go ahead and take that block out from underneath us, out from underneath that sacrum. Legs are still up on the chair. You can scoot yourself, if you kind of scooted away, you can scoot yourself back close again. Let's do our piriformis one more time. So let's take our right ankle to our left thigh. Go ahead and press that inner thigh away with that right hand. So pressing the right inner thigh away with the right hand. Very good. And then release that leg. Let's take it to the other side. So left foot on that right thigh, press that left leg away with that left hand. Set your thigh away. Very good. And then release that. Good. And then scooch that chair away and grab whatever you need for fun or relaxation. If you've got that eye pillow, regular pillow, blanket, whatever you use. And let's go ahead and lengthen through our bodies. So reaching our arms towards one end of the room, reach those legs towards the other end, lengthen through that, lifting that torso or rib cage up off of the floor, making some space between your low back and the floor if that's available to you. Add an inch to your height here. Let's inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And then one big deep inhale. And as we exhale, let's begin to sink and settle with those feet open, arms open. You can have that eye pillow over your eyes. Just enjoying the gentle pressure of that eye pillow, the darkness. Allowing ourselves a few moments of silence or of quiet, just to slow everything down, to slow that breath down. Slow those thoughts down, quiet that body down. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Still relaxing. Let's begin to bend our knees and tuck that tailbone under so you can flatten your low back against the drop those knees over to one side, over to your most comfortable side, and take yourself onto your side into the fetal position for a breath or two here. Nice and slow, taking your time. Begin to rest yourself up, bring yourself up to a nice supportive seated pose, sitting that up tall, tall and strong, lengthening up through the spine, crown of the head lifting towards the sky. Let's go ahead, inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Bring our palms together and let's exhale, eyes follow our fingers, take our chin down to chest. Let that head center, take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Taking our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. And taking our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhale it deeply and exhale. And again, inhale very deeply. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day. And we will see you next time. Yay!